Everybody, is this the silence before the storm and the giant about to wake up? Possibly. This is the Bitcoin chart. We just see a very important price action event. The Bitcoin price is approaching and testing the $30,000 important psychological number. 3 days ago, it had already tested it, and now we're back up testing the level, even breaking slightly higher. But we're basically looking for patterns, right? We want to see, in order to gauge the bullishness of the chart, we want to see whether there's bullishness built into the chart. Going back just before the bullishness started, we actually saw here a bearish pattern, right? Bearish S1 that followed through. Then we saw another bearish S1 pattern, and that did not follow through. It actually failed. And whenever a short pattern fails to follow through, it's actually a bull signal, right? The opposite. And that's what we saw here. We saw a bullish move, breaking to a new highs, like breaking these last highs. We saw an S1 bullish pattern working nicely, another S1 bullish pattern working nicely, another S1 bullish pattern, it didn't work. So the bears came in, it's a failure pattern, right? Now let's have a look at this price action. Well, it just tried to break above the 30,000. It was just too much for the bulls. So the price comes back, tests the 200 moving average, and the bulls have to draw in some more energy. Now let's have a look here at those patterns in a bit more detail. So what we saw here was an S1 short pattern again that did not show follow through, right? I mean, price was this low was really close to this. That's a pristine stop run level. If such a level breaks, I mean, you see a big rush lower. And the market actors actually love these levels. They love to create volume. So the bears being that close, right, to that important level, and creating a lot of follow through to the downside, that would have been a big winner. Well, that shows how weak they are. It's a bit like you want to climb Mount Everest, you're at 8,500 meters, you just need 300 more and you're completely exhausted. You cannot go any higher. Well, what do? You cannot just wait, like pause for an hour or two. You cannot just go down 300 meters. Well, you actually have to go down to base camp and recover completely. And that's what happened here, right? So the bulls came in. We've got another bull pattern working nicely, breaking through the 200. That was resistance. You see it here, resistance breaking through. Now another S1 bullish pattern. Now it's on support. The 200 becomes support. Nice working through. Boom, right? It spikes the psychological level. We've got a stop run level here and the high. So now it's getting really interesting, right? And what basically needs to happen is first we need a bar close, a daily bar close above the 30,000. That would be another bullish signal. Then we need a weekly bar close above that level. This is the long-term chart of Bitcoin. We had a long-term entry signal back here. There was a beautiful signal. We had another one here based on this S1 pattern. We had another one here based on an S2 pattern. I mean, these are signals. My students have been really happy, right, to act on that. Well, not every signal is a good call, but it looks like we've got another great signal. This is an S1 pattern based on a weekly chart here. This is the weekly chart, and we're basically approaching to re-break the green line. That's the entry signal. But in order to get more confirmation, that works well with cryptos. We want confirmation. We want a bullish bar close above the green line, a weekly bar close, and potentially, because it's 10 days to close the month. We might even get a monthly bar close above the line. That would be a long-term entry signal, right? What does that mean? Well, it means that we should see a move similar to what we saw before in length. That's about 1.5 years, and in extension, they went from 3,500 to 72,000. So that's kind of a 20 multiple. Well, when we go here from 30,000 and times 20, the target is up here. Well, the next important psychological level after the 30,000 is the 100,000. That's getting very close, right? As of rebreak. Well, that's a magnet level. Well, if Bitcoin actually goes through the 100,000. Well, you will read it all over in the newspapers, and everybody will get excited. Well, this excitement, because that's the stop on level 2, will actually drive prices to around 160, 170,000. I'm pretty sure. And after a stop run move, what happens is, well, we get a pullback, right? We're looking for 1.5 years to be in a bullish cycle, basically, and that allows for many trades in lower time frames, like in all time frames, and in other crypto coins. Bitcoin is such a dominant crypto coin that it basically establishes the market type. So I'm waiting for Bitcoin to get into a bull trend market type in order for me to be able to trade all crypto coins. As always, do your own due diligence and be very cautious when investing and trading in cryptos. Thank you.